Hey, everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is the first video that we've got for you today.
Other Joe is on vacation, I think, till Thursday, so he'll be back. Little Joe's filling in for him. But first, we have a new important word from our sponsors. Check it out.
Hey guys, we've been doing a lot of streaming content, and if you want to watch what we watch, it would be a good idea to grab Surfshark, a VPN which allows you to get rid of that stupid geo-blocking so that you can have access to all the content no matter what region you're in.
And right now, if you've been on the fence, Surfshark has made it an even better deal with a free antivirus. Lightweight antivirus included with the plan.
If you haven't done it yet, and I know you haven't, you need to do it now because it has a free antivirus as a limited part of our deal by clicking on our link below. But Joe, why do we choose Surfshark?
Because we get unlimited devices. You get one, you can share it with your family.
Friends and family.
Anyone you
Unlimited devices. Share it with your friends or
It's
your
okay
family.
to share.
You're going to, exactly, with Surfshark. They are so generous. Guys, they're awesome to work with. So if you do need to protect your data, and you do on the internet, or get rid of geo-blocking, consider Surfshark with our deal, which is 83% off and 3 extra months now with the free antivirus. So click the links down below, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show.
Thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring and supporting us. Guys, click the link down below. It directly supports our show and supports you with an awesome VPN. Okay, so what has happened in the past week, Alex?
Oh, all sorts of stuff. We got news, lots of Overwatch news. So Overwatch 2 coming out. Now, if you don't know, Overwatch was the game that popularized loot boxes and stole most of the content. And
Shit, I played it, quite a bit when it first came out, and then I just slowly, fell off. I mean, things been out for quite some time now.
Yeah. Absolutely. So we got news that the Overwatch 2 is going to completely replace the original, so you're not going to be able to have both. They're kind of doing what they're talking about doing with Warzone. It's just like, nope, this is the new. That's
it
old
was
and busted.
always an update to me, and that's exactly what it is.
It didn't look like a new game at all. It's just like it's a new skin on it. And so that's something that people are talking about. But speaking of skins, they have announced that they're not going to do skins via loot boxes anymore, right? So we're getting a battle pass system and a paid store.
So no more loot boxes in Overwatch. They want a rousing applause. They want everybody to go wild and give them credit. Fuck off.
Yeah. After
Number
we got
everyone
got everyone addicted in the first place.
Exactly. Number one, Overwatch is the game that popularized the loot boxes, that made it okay. Whether the fuck, that was back when Blizzard had a little bit of reputation left. It
was a while ago, yeah.
So they were like, we put loot boxes in the game. People were like, all right, I mean, I guess. I was like, it's not pay to win and this and that, and it popularized it, and a bunch of companies came in afterwards and said, well, shit, if a AAA developer and publisher like Blizzard is doing it, let's do it too. Yeah. So now you're not getting that much credit from me now that you're cutting back your predatory, loot box practice. It should have never been there in the first place. And Alex made a good point.
Yeah, I mean, just because you're getting rid of loot boxes doesn't mean that you're going to have a wonderful microtransactions. Valorant's a giant, huge pile of shit, and they have awful microtransactions.
Fucking Valorant, which I don't play on fucking principle, and I haven't peeked into their store lately. If anybody want to leave a comment, or if it gets out of control, let me fucking know. You can tweet at me, and if it gets out of control again, and we'll do another fucking blue video. But I don't open that app, and it's because as soon as I saw them, charging $200, upwards of $200, if you want to unlock all the features of your paid fucking. Unlock the features of your paid fucking digital worthless good. You got to pay even more. I was like, yeah, so. Even if games don't have loot boxes, they can still be very predatory. Mm-hmm. And Valorant is one, charging exuberant prices. And yes, you could play the game for free and you never buy anything, and I understand that. But on principle, because these types of games are leading the way, and streamers are making Valorant popular, and streamers have made Overwatch popular, and then that filters down to eventually the gaming audience, and then our kids, and then our kids, this is their first game they're playing. So then when the next game they play, they're used to it, et cetera, and then our games become shit.
Mm-hmm. Overwatch is also going to be adding a guild system. They want to have more social systems like they did with WoW and other things.
Guild system is cool.
Yeah,
I
they want
always
you in
like when they add guild systems to there. So, I mean, we'll check out Overwatch 2. Maybe do a preview, review, whatever.
Can't wait.
When is that again?
October, right?
October. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
All right. Yeah, it's
Thanks.
October 4th.
Thanks, Blizzard. Wow, how generous of you.
Yeah. Cannot wait. We got some interesting, actually really interesting news from Software this week. The studio that makes Elden Ring, Dark Souls, all those things. They have a new game in the final stages of development. They just released, for me so far, like the game of the year.
Game of the
and
year.
they're like, we got a game in final stages. It's like,
What? Let's go.
That's crazy.
Let's fucking go.
So he's working on Miyazaki's apparently working on something entirely new. Now a lot of people are saying that this could be Armored Core, which is something that they did in 97 and 2000. And
been a while.
It's been a long time. So it's not necessarily a new Souls game.
I would like Chrome Hounds, please. This from Software. Any Chrome Hound fans out there? Do that shit with like fucking Legos, building your own mechs, and then they had the meta game where you would fight over territory and get a super big mech to come fight for you. God, I love that shit. Chrome Hounds remake, please.
Mm-hmm. According to Miyazaki, that during the development from the previous games, Elden Ring included, all kinds of interesting ideas and images were left on the cutting room floor because they just didn't fit, which is kind of crazy because they kind of shoved everything into, even crazy stuff got shoved into Elden Ring.
Yeah.
So if there's even crazier stuff out there, he's talking about new project coming out, not even ruling out Elden Ring 2. Just give me Bloodborne on PC first, please. Come on.
Bloodborne on PC? Yeah, I'll second that. And crazy Elden Ring stuff. Before we see Elden Ring 2, I would, definitely do an Elden Ring expansion.
Yeah,
DLC
like
that.
for sure.
Yeah.
Kojima put out some interesting stuff. We talked about him last week. Apparently, he has a project that he put on hold because it was too close to The Boys, which was this was a while. I'd read this and was like, I need this. I need this game.
I tweeted. I was like, no, make this happen.
Yeah, so Kojima was working on a project that is not exactly The Boys, but he said in a similar vein of The Boys. And once he started watching the show, he's like, "Oh man, I can't do this."
No, out of control superheroes with tons and tons of gore. You can do it.
Mm-hmm. But Anthony Starr, who plays Homelander, and Eric Kripke also said, they've tweeted at him. It's like, please come make The Boys game. Let's make this stuff happen. Completely and totally agree. I don't know if you got a Twitter, tweet at Kojima Productions and be like, you get into contact with them.
Yes,
Amazon's got money. Make a really sweet game.
Yeah, I'm seeing Anthony Starr's kind of active on Twitter, so I guess he's doing his best to help his image out. Until he had that little thing, but honestly, his tweets are pretty down to earth, pretty cool. So I guess he's a fan. At least he knows about Hideo Kojima, and he must play video games. So I'd love to see a boy. I'd certainly like to see a boys video game with Kojima sensibilities and ideas and crazy wackiness, rather than, I don't know, Death Stranding 2. I'm just not. I'm not that interested in seeing a Death Stranding 2. But if he would work with Anthony Starr, if he'd work with fucking Carl Urban,
that'd be cool.
That might be one of the first good movie not movie license. That'd be one of the first good show licensed games. I don't know if there's a show licensed game that's out there that's good. You can't count Cuphead because that's reverse.
Yeah, well,
Cuphead
Witcher and stuff too. But I
animations.
mean, the
show license.
I
can't think.
Walking Dead has games that are.
Yeah, okay. There's really bad ones, and then there's all right ones. I guess the VR one is the most solid one, so I guess that's the thing that they have to beat. They could beat that.
Yeah. We got some wonderful news from Activision. Their shareholders have voted to re-elect Bobby Kotick. Because
what?
Because why not?
Why? What is it with this fucking guy, man?
He makes them money.
Jesus.
91% of shareholders voted
The
to extend.
fucking company makes money. The people that work their asses off make money. Bobby just fucking oversees it.
Yeah, well, he covered up all of that wonderful, or allegedly covered up all those wonderful harassment.
I cannot believe they're still doing this fucking shit, man.
So 91% wanted the whole board back. 88% voted in favor of the company's executive compensation package, which includes base salary, short and long-term financial incentives for legal employees. But shareholders were massively against appointing an employee representative for the firm. 95% of shareholders voted against appointing an employee rep. That's wild. Like
Against.
Did
you just say against?
Shareholders were massively against appointing an employee representative.
Shareholders. Of course those fucking assholes are going to do that. Man, that's just fucked, dude.
Yeah.
This is so stupid. I mean, I thought the whole point of Microsoft buying them out was to, like, clean a little bit of house and change a little bit of the culture. I don't know if that's happening. It's, kind of just like a fucking rebrand, and just hate looking at Bobby Kotick's stupid face on all the fucking articles.
Well, it will probably take at least till next year before Microsoft's starts to see if they can kind of corral any of this stuff, or Microsoft's not going to force him out, but they can try to do other things to incentivize him to leave.
Just go, dude. You've made so much fucking money already. And why am I rushing to get this fucking dude out? There's just going to be another asshole that replaces him. That's probably going to be just as bad. Who knows if they're worse. It's just, I don't know. I think the CEOs are overvalued, overpaid, and generally dicks that don't give a fuck about good gaming, and and don't really take care of the people who are making them the money.
Mm-mm. No, I mean, they're there to take care of the shareholders, and that's why he got overwhelmingly reelected, despite everything that's going on. And the shareholders know what they want. They want to make sure that the money keeps flowing in.
Scumbags.
Which is why they voted against having an employee representative. So that's the state of games.
Little Joe, what do you think of Bobby? Yeah, me too, man. What do you think of Overwatch 2? Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm. I got a weird. Someone sent me this article, Paul Tossi article. Report claims that Cyberpunk 2077 bugs weren't caught because of a QA company lied to CD Projekt Red. And I read through this whole piece, and it's fucking dumb. Like, this whole premise and whole story is fucking dumb.
Wait a minute. You're gonna blame a QA company that lied to you? Oh, look, it's finished. We swear, we did our jobs. So, motherfucker, you didn't fucking play it?
Ever?
Did you not?
Did you not have a PS4?
Did you not play your own fucking game? Oh, I don't know if I believe that.
No. So
I don't know if I believe that.
Look, CD Projekt has internal QA staff that worked on the game. We know that they have come forward. This article says that Quantic Lab did over-exaggerate the size of the teams working on Cyberpunk. Totally believe that.
Okay, fine.
They said that the team was made up of senior staff, but it was instead juniors with under 6 months. Sure, believe that.
You know what? It's probably simultaneously true.
Yeah, but you know whose responsibility is to make sure that the game comes out and to look over? You don't hand it over to QA, a third-party QA staff, and then never look at it again.
Exactly.
If they had picked up their own game and went, oh, it's perfect, just like they said. So
that's probably why they thought they were ahead of schedule, because all they fucking do are review emails and listen to fucking smoke being blown up their ass and not playing their own goddamn game or listening to their own goddamn internal QA, who, there are people that said, no, we're not ready. This is not fucking ready to go.
Yeah. I want to remind you that, according to CD Projekt Red, the game performed surprisingly well on last-gen consoles on release.
Okay. That was a straight-out fucking lie.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Why
I played on last-gen
fucking
consoles.
lying?
It did not work.
Why you fucking lying?
Did not work. There was no people in the street. There were no faces. It was a slideshow, and it crashed so often.
Stop fucking lying.
All right.
Oh, goddamn. Okay, cool. What do I have? I got.
Where's more?
You got some more. More. Excellent. Good.
Bungie wins a lawsuit against Cheatmaker. They're awarded $13.5 million. So
$13.5 million against good.
So this guy made a cheat.
It's like cheats.
Yeah, it's an overlay. Pretty standard stuff. We're seeing more of these game companies really, throwing the book at these cheat makers, trying to cut down. The issue is these are the cheat makers they can find, and a lot of them live in places where you can't do anything about it. So it is a step in the right.
Yeah,
it's a step in the right direction, and I like reading these as it happens. But ultimately, nothing's going to happen. Now, the important Bungie legal news
Well,
is,
it just continues to dissuade maybe American-based cheats
they'll
makers,
just
I guess.
move and then
to
they'll go somewhere else.
Switzerland.
Yeah. Bungie also slaps YouTube takedown impersonator with a $7.6 million lawsuit. Now, this is an ongoing thing that's been happening for a long time. There was people claiming that Bungie was going after their content. Their like legit Destiny content, flagging all their stuff, and there was almost 100 of these DMCA ones. And it turns out they found out who it is, and it was actually an old Destiny content creator. And
What
this is
the fuck?
It's wild. So
So
Lord
he was
Nazo,
Lord what?
Lord Nazo.
Impersonating Bungie.
Yeah, so he was issued legitimate copyright strikes in December 2021 and March 2022 just for stealing content. He was uploading their soundtracks and just leaving them up there. And YouTube's like, look, you got to take that down. And he said no. And so YouTube took it down. And then he kept uploading more stuff. And so YouTube deleted his channel.
Yeah.
And then so he said,
he got fucking triggered.
So what he did is he created a bunch of fake accounts, email accounts, and started filing DMCA claims against a ton of people into the industry.
Attacking his own fucking industry.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
What
so-
a fucking dick.
Yeah, so Bungie was like, nope, not us. But they're like, look, this is huge amount of damage, reputational damage, financial damage, and they're
Yes.
coming at him. And I hope this person I hope that.
Yeah,
it was-
fuck that guy. But also, that story highlights, hello, how fucking easy it is to abuse the YouTube copyright system. I mean, we've had, so many companies come after us utilizing that and falling through the cracks. It's ridiculous. And legitimate content is being taken down, and especially if you're a smaller channel and you don't have a YouTube rep, there's not a whole lot you could do about it when you're being harassed like that. You send a faceless support ticket to some faceless fucking queue.
Who's not gonna watch the video.
Who the fuck knows?
Well, the other thing that it does that most people don't know is if your content gets claimed when you originally post it, it gets pulled out of the algorithm. Now, if the algorithm's not there, it's not getting pushed to your subscribers, the followers. It's not in any of the related things. Now, YouTube videos have a pretty short shelf life. And so if someone falsely claims a video, it means that video will never make any amount of money because it pulls it out while it's hot. And then they'll just go, oh, you're right. It wasn't DMCA-able. And then they put it back in, but it's already dead.
Yeah, the life of a YouTube video is like 3 days in my experience. And if there's anything wrong with it, YouTube's algorithm isn't going to push it because they think, oh, this may or may not be a problem child video. I don't want to deal with it, so I'm not going to fucking push it. So whereas you might get a good amount of views, now you're getting a shit amount of views.
Yeah.
And then by the time the fucking resolution is over with, then all that potential that the video had is completely fucked.
Yeah.
And this is an ongoing thing, and yet another story that highlights it. And YouTube is what? YouTube and Google, billion-dollar company, and they still have not been able to find, the solution for it. In my opinion, they do need more human beings, able, because using algorithms and using AI and all this other shit, there are cracks, and there are big cracks in the system now. I get it. This is a content platform that hundreds of thousands of minutes and billions of minutes are uploaded every, hour to the platform. So it's difficult. It is a massive, massive shift.
I got a suggestion. Why don't we just go, instead of guilty until proven innocent, we go innocent until proven guilty. And if it is something that is actually claimable, then they go through the process.
Yeah.
It doesn't cut.
Maybe the punishments are even harsher at the end if you did fuck it up.
But then it doesn't gut your video. It doesn't cut the views. It doesn't do any of those other things. And also, didn't they say at one point, and I only know this because we read it every single fucking time there's a blog, they said they would punish people for abusing the system, and they never have a single fucking time. Because YouTube's not punishing this guy. Bungie is punishing this guy.
No, and I tell you, I've spoken with my YouTube rep several times. I'm like, good guys, we have this company who's working for CBS who is repeatedly doing something they're not supposed to. I know, Joe, we've told them, we've talked to them. I was like, but at this point, there needs to be something done.
Oh, I put them in timeout
And they're like,
for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Don't
talked to them
do it
very
again.
harshly, and that's about as much as I'm getting. I mean, it's not my fucking rep's decision. It's not the rep's decision. It goes up to the higher ups. It goes up to whatever process they have in place for punishing those specific, publishers and content, police ID things that these third party, companies that go out there and do this on YouTube. And honestly, there's really not a system built for it. There's not a system, that's as easy putting restrictions on them than it is on us as content creators.
I mean, I think there should be a restriction. There should be no third-party companies acting on behalf of another company to incentivize, because they get paid based on the amount of claims that come through, right? So you should not have a system that incentivizes a third-party company who is unrelated, it can't be sued from stealing,
because
revenue from people.
they need metrics, they need numbers, and they have employees sitting in a goddamn fucking pit, and it's like, review a bunch of content on YouTube and fucking claim it
or
on
don't
behalf.
review it and just claim it just because.
Exactly,
and
to improve your numbers. It's like the fucking private prison system. You never want to incentivize shit like that.
Some things shouldn't be for profit. It's weird. It's fucking weird.
Exactly.
Oh, all right. Well, enough of the bad news. What else did you want to talk about?
I would like to talk about how Chris Pratt is saying that nobody worry.
This is not good news.
The voice
This is not good news.
that I will be using will be unlike anything you've ever heard in the Mario world. I honestly, they're trolling us at this point. Unlike anything you've heard in the Mario world before. Yeah. If it just go, I think it's just going to go Chris Pratt. I think he's literally just, there's going to be no voice at all. Because again, on another thing they said, we're not going to be doing an Italian accent, because some have expressed concern about a non-Italian playing an Italian character and the voice potentially being offensive. Right? Well, because you can. It's a me! That's apparently offensive now. And I'm like, oh, fucking hell.
I think Anthony Starr should quit acting immediately because he does not have an American accent. So he should not be able to play Homelander because he doesn't have an American.
That is fucking true. Every fucking UK actor.
You're acting. It's fine.
Giving us
if the intent is not to to
fired immediately.
Like, Jesus. Come
Get
on.
all exactly.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck
so
up.
I really just want Chris Pratt to not do this, but he's also playing Garfield now. And do you think Mario and Garfield are going to have the same voice because he's not going to do...
He can do all the voices. Give Chris Pratt Sonic. Give fucking Chris Pratt all the video game characters. Give him Ellie from The Last of Us. Give him Abby from The Last of Us. Just give him fucking everything. Yeah. It's just going to be Chris Pratt's voice. I'm going to fucking love it. It's going to be hilarious.
Can't wait.
Though Seth Rogen, I'm looking forward to seeing his performance. So.
Oh, yeah. He's done some great voice acting work. So. All right.
He's Donkey Kong, and who else? Let's see. So there was Charlie Day as Luigi.
Yeah.
Anna Taylor-Joy as Peach. Jack Black as Bowser, Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, and Seth Rogen. So when you have all that, that just tells me that everybody's just going to be themselves. You know what I mean? I'm really looking forward to that. Not a single person is going to put on a voice. Yeah. When have you ever heard Seth Rogen try to fucking put a voice on? Seth Rogen does a Seth Rogen voice.
Yeah. Even when he was a hot dog.
Yeah. Jack Black as Bowser. I'm very looking forward to this. This is crazy. What is this? Slated to premiere in U.S. theaters April 7th. And Nintendo is actually reportedly very happy with the film. So.
Yeah, because they got paid up front and they don't give shit.
Yeah. Mostly finished last November. So I didn't realize it was... oh, wait. It's June right now. Yeah, so it's a ways away. April next year. So, all right. Anyways, that's all I got. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. We want to thank our sponsor, Surfshark. Make sure to click the links below. Check them out if you don't already have a VPN, because right now it's coming with a free antivirus.
It's like $2 a month for a VPN, and there's a great cancellation policy. So
that's something new that they just added. So if you want to get it, grab it now, all right? But stay tuned, because we're doing episode 2 of the week's news, and we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.